Hello, my name is Amy Lucero, and I'm a student of social work at National University. And so I will be going over my week 1 assignment 2 video presentation. First question asks, what are your strengths and areas of vulnerability? So my strengths are that I'm a person who is non-judgmental, and I am a great listener, and I have experience in working with vulnerable populations. I excel at processing large amounts of information at one time while identifying the client's needs. I also have access to community-based organizations that can provide comprehensive resources to clients and their families. Second question asks, what is an area or areas of potential opportunity for growth? So an area of potential growth for me is empathy as part of the assessment that I did during this week's assignments. I scored the second highest in empathy. I also know that I often like to take other people's words for their face value when they are sharing their experiences and stories, because these are their stories to share from their own experience, and therefore I take their stories at face value. I have also, throughout my experiences, learned that being respectful of people's experiences is of great importance. Third question asks, what surprised you after you reviewed the results of these self-assessments? What surprised me after reviewing the results of the self-assessment was not that I'm an analytical type of person, but how being an analytical type of person can also make me a stubborn person, indecisive person, and I may appear to be cold or withdrawn, and I might resist emotional pleas. And so, however, I can see how I scored the highest in being an analytical person, because I often focus on details, facts, and objectives instead of trying to revision ideas or acting on intuition and feelings. So really, I try often to focus on facts. The fourth question asks, how does one of the strengths connect with the NASW Code of Ethics? The ethical principle, dignity, and worth of a person states that social workers respect the inherent dignity and worth of the person. So this aligns with one of my strengths, because I believe that one of my strengths is that I'm a non-judgmental person. I provide each person the space to share their experiences. The Code of Ethics also states that social workers treat each person in a caring and respectful fashion, and mindful of individual differences and cultural and ethnic diversity. And like I mentioned earlier, I do have experience working in different vulnerable populations and demographics. So I believe that's one of my strengths, and that connects with the NASW Code of Ethics. And so fifth question asks, what is a skill or skills do you believe that prepared you to lead from an anti-racism, equity, diversity, and inclusion, DEI perspective? A skill that I have that has prepared me to lead from an anti-racism, equity, diversity, and inclusion, ADEI perspective in social work is the lived experience of working alongside a wraparound team setting with a family preservation system with the Department of Social Services. I had the experience of learning and working with every role of the team, from being a parent partner, a case manager, and working alongside the therapist, the facilitator, or the wraparound facilitator, the social worker, or the family preservation manager, ABA therapist, family, and the community members who supported the wraparound families. I also understand the importance of supporting from an ADEI perspective, and how every individual client needs different, and or every individual client differs, and how even at every stage of their support, their support can fluctuate, depending on their biopsychosocial support and their demographics. The last question asks, what skill or skills do you have that prepares you to lead as a social architect of innovation? So skills that I have that have prepared me to lead as a social architect of innovation are the ability to be analytical, the ability to listen objectively, and provided the ability to provide receptive listening, and to be a non-judgmental provider. So thank you. Once again, my name is Amy Lucero, and I'm a student of National University with the program of social work.